My dear friends, my dear masters and my dear gods, there is one most important word in the English language, and that word is understanding. We are here to explore that word understanding. How do you understand a frog? How do you understand a snake? How do you understand this pyramid? How do you understand Kartikeyanji? How do we understand ourselves? Understanding, the word understanding is the most important word. And if you want to understand, you have to stand under. Then only you can understand. Stand under a hill, under a tree, to understand the hill and the tree. Stand under Dr. Kartikeyanji to understand him and to be with him. Keep yourself under him and then you can understand him. The frog is going there. How do you understand the frog? You have to go and sit with the frog. Hey frog, I am with you. Can you become friends? I want to understand you. Is frog a small thing? Is it a joke? Who created the frog? And such a wonderful creature. I understood Shreyans Daga. I have been understanding him for the past 23 years. Thank you very much, Shreyans. I am trying to understand you. The most important word in the word English language is understanding. When you understand something, you expand your consciousness. About 40 years back, I started understanding myself through meditation. Before that, I couldn't understand who the hell this fellow is, what a rotten fellow is. But I began to understand I am not all that rotten. There is some grace in me. Something beauty is there. I am not as ugly as other people think of me. I began to understand myself. The more I began to understand myself, I began to grow. I began to expand. In the year 1982, I came across pyramids. And I began to understand the pyramid. I am still understanding the pyramids. About 15 years back, I went to Swamiji in Delhi. Swamiji, I went to his house. I had many meals in his house. And I am still understanding him, this great man. The more I see you, the more I understand you. The more I understand myself. The more I understand a frog, I understand myself. The more I understand a snake, I understand myself. Lord Shiva understood about the snakes. Why are we not able to understand about the snakes? We want to kill the snakes always. Everything we see, we want to kill. Swamiji said about violence. Because they don't want to understand anything. Violence is there because they don't want to understand anything. Suicides happen because they don't understand themselves. Murders happen because they don't understand. Understanding is the most important word. To understand, you must stand under. 4 days of wonderful understanding are ahead of us. Understanding each and every human being. Is it a joke? Understanding a frog, is it a joke? To understand a snake, you must live a lifetime of a snake. To understand a frog, you must live as a frog. And we have been living as human beings, but we are not able to understand what is a human being because we don't do meditation. Understanding happens only through meditation. What happens in understanding, in meditation, you remove your mind and then see Dr. Kartikeyan. You see your mind, you lose your mind and see who is Shreyans Daga. Then you can see him. Then you can see him, you can understand him. A frog's greatness, a snake's greatness, a pyramid's greatness, a hill's greatness, a tree's greatness, and the tree's greatness of a grass, greatness of a morning, greatness of a night, greatness of a full moon, greatness of your husband, greatness of your wife, you don't understand. Husband is the most useless fellow on this earth, face of earth, Swamiji. Most useless fellow. You don't understand the husband. You don't understand your children, whom you have given birth, because you don't stand under them. And you don't, you think that they are your properties. No. For me, the most important word in the language of English is understanding. We are here to understand each and everything. We sit by the side of a stranger in a bus, or in a train, or in a flight. So we have to understand who he is. Spend some time, invest some time to understand. To understand, you must invest your time, energy, your intention. Understand the pyramid. The pyramid is doing great things. We have to understand. The frog is doing great things. The snake is doing great things. We have to understand. The tree is doing great things. We have to understand. And we are also doing great things. We have to understand ourselves. And husband is also doing great things. Wives, I don't know. Understanding comes from meditation. Remember this point. Gautama Buddha understood about himself that he is a big zero only through meditation. He obtained nirvana, parinirvana, mahaparinirvana, because he understood himself as a zero. Nirvana is a zero, parinirvana is a bigger zero, mahaparinirvana is the biggest zero. He could realize himself as a zero. He entered parinirvana, mahaparinirvana. He understood himself as nobody else understood himself or herself. That understanding comes from meditation. When you understand yourself, you can understand every other creature automatically. Then you understand a frog, then you understand a snake, then you understand a tree, then you understand the pyramid. We are happy to come here to understand each other, to invest our time and energy in each other and to understand.